nair out, right? Like on shield and be able to mix up with like a tomahawk grab or something on like a reverse is just very hard against JDB, who is either prepared to parry or is going to be patient enough to still just hold on to the shield.
Well, hey, kudos to our previous players, but now we have another winner's side match going up against two mainstays of the current PNW kind of competitive scene, Fizzmint and Xavier. Xavier representing Eugene, Oregon as well, multiple Eugene players, which is pretty impressive, and Fizzmint representing Eastern Washington on the winner's side. Fizzmint was also kind of became a foundational player when it, in terms of who we're seeing in winner's side or loser sides of a lot of top 8s like 2022, 23, and Xavier kind of having just like a national recognition kind of point in like 2024.
Yeah, Xavier has been going crazy over the past year. And in terms of players from Eastern Washington, you know, kind of still on the grind, from my understanding, Fizzmint, you know, keeping the Shulk warm. You know, one of the few players, you know, kind of represent the character, as a lot of Shulks have kind of dwindled over the last year and a half.
Yeah, honestly, just two characters who I was seeing in 2019. I was like, I've never seen these characters again. And then, damn it all.
Both these characters, I feel like, had their instance of, oh, this character's got potential to be, like, top 5. Like, there's something to this character. This is completely broken. Like, deep breathing, the, you know,
yeah, that was
mono
like launch.
mechanic.
we fit, that was like launch. Oh, my goodness.
Like, I remember around launch, especially, like, really early and, like, dial storage specifically with, like, Shulk and how people were kind of, like, you know, it's like the new thing, like, since Butter. Like, Shulks were, like, dying by the, like, live and die by this
character
tag.
was the truth. Actually, Mr. Potential is Shulk.
Yeah.
Like, no one wants to admit it. People wanted to believe in this character, but as we've been talking, as we've been indulging in our history of Smash Ultimate, one stock trade apiece, and these two are just swinging at each other.
Yeah,
there we go.
It's just solid back and forth.
Just a quick parry, a little dash attack, a forward air, going for the jump art, now switching to speed. Kind of looking around. It's always interesting noticing the way Shulk players use their Monado arts, specifically. Fizzmint, it doesn't matter. I use it for 5 seconds, use it for 1 second. Just so long as it's useful in that moment, cash it out.
Yeah. And no shortage of utilization. Like, even in a moment here, Buster definitely can get really solid value, but still playing it safe, caught by the saluting sun there. Deep breathing now in effect here, but being the aggressor, hey, you know, if you don't get touched during deep breathing, did deep breathing even happen?
No. No, Xavier, they have just this way with making just explosive percentage just come out of nowhere, I feel like. I mean, yeah, it's Wii Fit, sure. But just more the president of getting to that higher and higher level of play and still making it look just that easy. They play with ease.
Yeah, definitely Shulk being the most terrifying when you have a sense of control and Smash Monado is in effect. Oh, trying to bait out the second hit on the landing there. Great parry there from Xavier, trying to catch the roll.
I could not say with confidence that Smash Art, if deep breathing was in effect, that Shulk was going to live that back through. Like, genuinely.
Hey, you know, you're prepared for any scenario in which you do not get hit. that is what you accept when you throw Smash Art out.
Yeah, when the jump taken away, no amount of jump art is going to save you when you're on the bottom left side of the screen. Xavier takes a very confident game 1.
They're sitting pretty solid. Okay. Got a few bans. We have some considering. Fizzmint pondering.
Fizzmint, yeah. Fizzmint's like thinking.
Like, Smashville, is this the pick? Is this the way?
I'm interested with specifically the Blast Zones. I mean, these characters are going to make other people explode. That's just that's the nature of these two characters. It's that center platform. I'm really curious to see who's going to make the most of it.
I feel like in terms of doing it for Shulk, just having that center control of the stage is a little bit easier. Like, your Nair pretty much covers the entire instance of that area. So, you know, dealing with like a landing opponent isn't too difficult. And I feel like it's a little awkward for Wii Fit combos, like, just because of the distance that the platform is raised.
Speaking of, trying to buy a little bit of time there and just set up salutation, set up shot put. Not shot put.
Shot put.
Shot put. It's all that. It's all the duck hunt.
The medicine ball.
Medicine ball. Yoga ball.
Hard deep breathing in effect here. Really baiting with these empty hops. Ooh, that's gonna...
I just saw a Shulk counter hit in 2025.
Yeah.
That's...
outside of our
Miracles
mono,
do happen, you know?
outside of shield Monado, this is crazy.
One would argue ridiculous. Eating a double nair into side B. Spike into that ball hit. Look at that percentage. 98%.
Good parry there. Good recognition to, once again, shield the ball in the second hit.
And also Xavier's patience, too, in that corner. Not committing too hard to anything and just kind of waiting out what Fizzmint was going to do. The grab release. Now just trying to find a way back into the stage. The jump bar gets caught by the second hit of the ball and just uses it quickly to throw out a forward air and tried to close out another stock, but with how many projectiles you have as Wii Fit, just be sending them because it's going to save your ass for sure.
Right, waiting on the ledge here, trying to catch with the disjoint here. Okay, back throw here, getting the setup here of the Sentry.
Down tilt is the Sentry. There we go. Salutations.
Like Xavier was getting something ready there. No one can convince me otherwise. There's no way you turn around as Wii Fit and it was like, oh yeah, I'm going to send it this very random angle and just hope that something happens from it. No, it was intentional.
No, Xavier hits things once thought impossible. Like that, I fully believe that they've innovated ball angles for Wii Fit.
I feel like the biggest innovation that I have seen specifically from Xavier is like double hit of the ball, like double use of side special, like reset.
Oh yeah, that's what the clips are always about. Kind of going back into this game though, 85% almost anticipated the air dodge. It was just a little too early with it. Fizzmint could have closed out a second stock potentially and made this a tie game. Still though, hasn't been touched all that much and has Buster goes into the jump, gets caught with a, oh my goodness, F-tilt? Just right then and there in the skirmish and closes out game 2.
That
Xavier up 2-0.
Okay. I'm looking at y'all. That move is not okay.
It's a move and it does damage. And in a game like Smash, you have to, right? Yes. But again, just finding all these hits, that's what Xavier's known for. 2-0, Fizzmint doing a little soul searching right now. A lot of soul searching.
Okay, thinking maybe going bigger. Oh, selected, deselected, not a lot of certainty on
Good reaction
this pick.
time on that though, you know? Getting the select and then deselecting and then getting the...
Yeah.
Can you not side-eye me that, please? I thought it was like slightly funny. You don't gotta make me feel even worse.
It's all good, it's all good. So right off the rip, Speed Monado. I feel like this is pretty popular with Shulks. Like in terms of like what you just go in with. Like because the speed, you're able to kind of set the tempo there. You're able to kind of mash a little bit. Like let's be real, just you get to throw out a few moves here, relatively safe.
Just here to say how it is.
It's like the same thing when you got gold tools with Steve, okay? Like
Fizz just got to warm up. No, he needed to be warmed up 2 games ago. We're on winner's side. Winner's side game loss potentially.
Xavier, they were taking quite a risky option going high with the recovery there. I think there was a concern of a possible spike there, and that's why that option was taken. Smash Monado giving a little bit more control here. What's the option? Trying to catch the ledge. All right.
This is the first like solid lead I would say I've seen Fizzmint have in the set currently. And I think Fizzmint has also caught on to that because he is taking his sweet time to deal with Xavier. Xavier, they find a way to get the sun salutation and a deep breathing and finds a way back. There we go. Oh my goodness, the up smash anticipating no response almost takes Fizzmint's stock.
Yeah, just going with the safe, retreating nairs. Up to that point, ended up retreating backwards, which led to that grab.
There we go, good parry. It's going to be a forward throw. A deep breathing, heal a little bit, and just try and set up a corner punish, but all right, attempt number 2, you know? It's Shulk, you know, he finds a way back in constantly. It's kind of scary.
Really trying to, good knowledge there on going for the grab.
Yeah, Fizzmint was not having that disrespect. It's like, you're not doing push-ups on me right now. There's no way they're trying to
really trying to get that sliver hit there, mixing up into the grab. Okay, having that stock lead. Speed, you're Sonic now. Just go fast.
Go fast.
Oh,
Actually,
no, okay,
be
wait.
a little defensive. Go shield art.
What would this be? What would shield Minato be?
I'm trying to think of which Sonic character I was. I don't know why I went to like Sonic immediately. I have to, right? You know?
Yeah, like,
you can't say Sonic and just start going to other franchises.
Who's the slow character in Sonic?
Big the Cat.
There you go.
Big the Cat mode?
I guess. I don't know the Sonic lore like that.
Damn. And you call yourself a Smash player.
Oh, my bad.
All right, trying to get the second hit of ball to catch Fizzmint on this pressure, and does find a way to land a couple of these aerials, ties up the percent just a little bit, and is just waiting, trying to find the moment to get a deep breathing, or either catch Fizzmint trying to punish a deep breathing.
See, I'm kind of waiting for, you know, like the Jared Classic. I've been waiting for it for a second.
A name I have not heard in decades. To eons even. Production up the ante a little bit. There we go.
You know, it's just a call out random smash attack at ledge, you know. It sits there for a while. It works on the highest level of players. But I think that's kind of showing that Fizzmint is really wanting to play this safe. Because if you mess up a smash attack, you are going to get blown up. It's going to be really bad, especially if deep breathing is the effect. Then you're getting like a guaranteed like 70 to 60 damage.
Look at this though. Look at the percent disparity right here. Xavier is not in a good spot right now. That forward air now ties up the stocks one apiece. Honestly, Fizzmint is looking so much cleaner in this game 3.
Looking pretty good. Like, you had 2 games to adapt here. A lot of damage. That trade is still pretty rough. Going shield Minato. You have potential to get comboed quite a bit in that scenario. Throwing out the Buster, avoiding any sort of damage here, getting lots of value, tons of value.
Oh my god, 85% smash art is on the table. Though, now trading places on the ledge. We're going to charge a Sun Salutation. It's not going to kill.
Okay, the jump momentum here. You get to go for a really low recovery. Should have some other Minatos on deck here. Speed Minato avoiding the down tilt here. I was seeing some Fizzmint believers in chat saying if Fizzmint takes this game, it's going to go to game 5. Let's see if they're able to will that into existence, or is Fizzmint just going to make it like a hot knife through butter?
You saw it right then and there. You guys will be able to find the F tilt, closes out the game, and we are going to game 4. Fizz, if you're watching this later, my bad. I fully thought that was going to be 3-0, but now we have a game 4. Oh.
Battlefield, PS2, and Lilat.
Battlefield, PS2, and Lilat. Yep, the Lilat
Did you forget about Lilat?
Never.
Like, what are you doing in top 8, right?
You can never forget about Lilat. Yeah, get off the stage. Unprecedented amount of get off. Yeah, you were never meant to make top 8. You can't forget the Lilat, but also getting rid of PS2 and Battlefield. Fizzmint just hates generic stages.
All right.
It's heartbreaking to see.
You can see Fizzmint kind of getting a little bit of a groove here. All right, small Battlefield. It's all about speed. It's about getting that first hit, setting the pace. Oh, that shield took a lot of damage there earlier, but man, look at the value there from the Buster. Now something's changed. Like, something's going on.
Something different in the air. Do you think Fizzmint just started gamer leaning like more?
Have you looked over at Fizzmint right now? Because that is exactly what's happening.
Look at the Actually, they're both pretty locked in. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe the gamer lean's what's like separating me from like the top players. You know?
You know,
I picked up commentary because I couldn't
like we
gamer
got
lean hard enough.
Jazu in contrast with that, right? You got the complete opposite.
Oh yeah, Jazu. That might be the best posture I've ever seen in my life. Going back into this game, though, again, another strong start for Fizzmint, being able to tack on 150% and might be able to close off of a single fair, maybe, depending on the positioning. I'm curious to see how Fizzmint wants to close it out. Kind of juggling which Minato art to play at the moment. Going with speed art and unfortunately having to spend a lot of it just getting back onto the stage, not using it to its fullest, but it's okay. You're still breathing to tell another tale, right?
Yeah, staying in, you're getting the stock value here. Like, there were a few unfortunate instances where I saw Fizzmint like lose a jump get, you know, caught on the air dodge, and so what here. But as long as you can maintain your composure, close out these stocks, keep it even, you're sitting solid.
Yeah, no complaint from Fizzmint for that stock. But honestly, no complaint. I was going to say for Xavier, but right now Xavier is in the blender in terms of Shulk pressure. Uses the shield art. Fizzmint does find a way to keep it close quarters and is just slowly finding his way back to playing against Wii Fit in boxing range.
Good parry there. Does take the soccer ball there earlier. Okay, speed mono in effect here, but man, not really able to get too much value out of it. Taking a lot of stray hits, taking a lot of risks. Okay, jumping over the setup there, I think that was a good call, but you got to be careful the next time you do that.
Speaking of, a dash attack is punished by the forward air. Buster is almost out. Just immediately just stops it then and there. It has done its work. No complaints here. But the F tilt to the face, Xavier says it's time to capitalize. They are now up a stock against Fizzmint, and the pace is not relenting. They are still playing extremely fast against each other.
And that was really good percent on the board there from Xavier. Trying to catch. Oh my goodness, Xavier being really greedy here on this second stock.
They want this stock, and that is going to be a effective recovery. Does get the ledge, does find a way back, and is just using the same volleyball over and over and over again, and got a lot of percent for it.
The jab?
Smash art out of play, which honestly at 70%, I'm already stressing to even use it. But hey, made the most of it. Cash it out and just say go right to jump art. Let's play that vertical game a little bit. We're going to be working around these platforms for a little bit. We'll get my back airs, we'll get the nairs. Now Buster, sword to potentially tie things up. But not the hit, none of the hits were landing and running right into a back air. Fizzmint's winner's side run comes to a catastrophic end as Xavier just obliterates that last stock with the back air.
I would love to see a run back between these two players, though, because it was feeling like there was a lot of concern, a little bit of nervousness as like the first two matches happened, right? You could see it in Fizzmint's face. It was even coming down like the stage pick, like selecting, unselecting. I was like, am I sure I want to go with this option? And then it was just like, you know, shake off the worries.
Yeah.
This doesn't need to be affecting my gameplay right now. Xavier, you know, overall pretty well composed throughout the entire situation there.
And still, even then, though, the set was extremely, it was fast.
Yeah.
Never at any point did I feel like either player was just playing full, just platform camping or just jumping back and forth, back and forth. It was very much like a, we're still in each other's faces.
Like you have two
often.
characters that suddenly get kill power out of nowhere, right? So you'd hope it would go quickly.
Yeah, at the point where you're going to time with either of these characters, something's going wrong. All right, you're not Randy up smashing on ledge enough.